you in the car for 3 hours while I was knocked the hell out. But are you mad at me? Can I get a round of applause? Hi! Welcome back to our channel. Okay, so this video is going to be another story time video. The other one was kind of a story time video, but this one's going to be more on like one topic. It's going to be on our worst date ever. Mine's not too bad. Hers is way worse than mine.
I'm kind of nervous, to be honest. I don't know if I should say everything, but I'm going to, because, you know.
We're not going to use names, though, even if I did, it wouldn't matter, because he literally blocked me. So
I will probably never. I feel like after this, he's going to block me, say something, and that's it, or his friends are going to come for me. But it's okay. Come for me. I'm a strong woman. I can do this.
Okay. So get your blankets, get your popcorn, get the drinks, baby K's, because this is story time. Okay, let's start with mine. So, this was actually the first guy I went on a date with after my first breakup. Well, I've had multiple boyfriends, but okay, I've had two serious relationships. I had 3 that weren't really serious. They were kind of like those kid relationships, so I don't really count those. But these 2 relationships, my very first boyfriend I had when I was 16 years old. And so after we broke up, the date I'm about to talk about is the first date I went on after our breakup. It took me a long time to finally get back into the game, because that was my first relationship and I was really heartbroken over it. And so it took me a while to get back on the horse. So when I finally did, I met this guy. We met on one of those like dating app things, you know, because I was 16, so I couldn't go on like Tinder or something. So I went on like it was some teenage dating website. Anyways, so we met on there. He was a sweet guy. He was really sweet. He was kind of nerdy. But I like that. He was a band geek, and I love that. Like, I love nerds. Like, they're adorable. And it was very refreshing after my last relationship. He was like the opposite of my last relationship. So I was like, okay, he's kind of cute. I like his vibe. And we talked for like maybe 2 to 3 weeks. And then we FaceTime finally like the week that we met. We finally like FaceTime the entire week. And then we finally were like, okay, let's meet in person. I couldn't go on a date with him by myself because I met him online and I was only 16 years old. So I took my mom with me, and my auntie met up with us too. And then he brought his mom. And
wow, the whole thing.
And he was actually 18 too. He was 18. He still brought his mom. Which isn't a bad thing. Like, it was cool. Like, for me, it made sense. But for him, that was kind of like, oh. But I think he did that because he needed a ride. But he actually...
Oh, that already tells you a lot.
But he actually knew how to drive, though. And I think he even had a car.
Okay, then what's this...
That's still weird. I don't even know what that...
That's a whole...
So anyway, we met at this mall plaza that's, like, outside. It's really nice. And we met. We saw each other. Our, like, moms walked up with each other. And, you know, they said hi, and we said hi. It was a little awkward. I was a little awkward because this is the first date I've been on since my breakup, so I was nervous. But, you know, as soon as we started talking, as soon as we got away from our moms, because they basically, like, walked with each other and, like, talked, and we, like, went, like, the opposite direction until, because we were going to go see a movie, but we still had, like, maybe, like, 45 minutes till the movie was going to start. So we just walked around and we were talking, and I actually was really energetic. Like, I was actually surprised myself. I was really positive. I talked a lot, you know, and he did pretty good. Are you coughing?
What all I see in the camera is
I'm trying to tell a story. This is how I talk. Anyways, so, you know, let me just cross my arms like this then. Anyway, so we were walking, talking. It actually went it was going good. And it just eventually got kind of awkward because then we sat down on the bench. And, oh my God. Every time he touched me, like, it could literally be like this. And he'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's okay. It's just my elbow. I'm like, it's just my elbow. It's okay. It was fine though. Like, my mom was there. Like, it was just my elbow, dude. Like,
it's like if I just went,
like,
oh my God, I'm
sorry. Like, literally, it was fine. He was just, and like, so that was kind of a turn off, to be honest. I was like, okay, well, he's just trying to be really respectful, and like, oh my God, I love being told that I'm pretty. But when I say this boy said I was pretty like every 5 seconds, he did. Like literally, he was like, "You're so beautiful. Oh my god, this shirt on you just it makes your eyes pop.
That's a lot.
Ooh, I love your hair. It's so curly." And I'm like, "Thanks." He's like, "Oh my god, your shoulders." I'm like, "What about them?" He's like,
"What about my shoulders?"
He's like, "They're so sexy." I'm like,
I said, "What?"
I'm like, "Thanks."
I said, "I appreciate my shoulder compliment." You know,
I'm like, that's great. Between him like being afraid to touch my elbow, between him giving me like compliments every 5 seconds, it was like, okay, I don't know what to do now. But like, I like rolled with the punches. It was like, okay, now it's time to go to the movie. So we walk over, we get in line to buy our tickets, and every day because my ex-boyfriend, my first boyfriend, he paid for basically everything. I never had to pay for anything. It's not because I couldn't. It just, he was a gentleman. And like the way I was raised, like the man is supposed to pay. You know, that's how that's how we were both raised. Like the man's supposed to open the door for you.
He's the first date. If you don't pay,
it's like for me, I would be understanding. Like especially if you don't have a job or something.
Okay, job. If you don't have a job, count me out.
She's hardcore.
Done. Excuse me. You need to have a job. You have a good grades in your school. Like, I need to see that transcript because my babies can't be stupid. Listen, you gotta be cute.
I can see that transcript. Okay. Anyway, let me continue. Okay, so we get up there and I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna pay for our own tickets." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." Like, I wasn't used to that. It was the first date after my breakup, so like for me, I was like, this is kind of going downhill for me. I mean, I wanted to go up for my last relationship and instead it went down. I'm like, okay, it's okay though. I'm not gonna let this ruin my vibe. And like my vibe was already kind of ruined because after everything that just happened on the bench. So this was kind of like, and then we went to like go get our popcorn and drinks, and he bought the popcorn, but then he was like, "Oh, are you gonna buy my drink?" And I'm like, "Oh, I only have money to buy my drink. I bought my icy. I got icy." He's like, "Oh, it's okay. I'll get a cup of water." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "I'll get a cup of water." I was like, this was new. I was like, okay,
that's rough, sis. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was like, okay. I mean, he just doesn't have, and like that's cool. It was a lot for me. Like, I wasn't used to that kind of date. So I mean, because honestly, to me, a date is when the guy kind of like takes care of everything, you know. Unless like he has financial problems, then that's cool. But if it's like you have money, you're just choosing not to cater to me. It's kind of like.
Or you have to make it clear, like, "Oh, I'll pay for myself." Like, if it's made clear before the date,
yeah, then
cool. It's fine. But if it's just like sprung upon you, I'm gonna be like,
yeah, exactly. And honestly, the way I was raised is like, if you guys are paying for yourselves, that's not a date. That is a hangout. That is like me going out with her and us chilling. Like, it's not a date. Yeah. It's so in my head that was like hot wired into me, and so I was like, ooh. And then during the movie, like my mom and auntie actually sat like way behind us. So, like they weren't even close to us. They couldn't even see us. And yeah, the whole date, like during the movie, he again was afraid to touch my arm. And then oh my god, when the movie ended and it came us saying goodbye. This is okay, let me show you. Okay, so I'm him, choose me. This is how he did it. "Okay, this has been fun. Bye." Okay. Bye.
I said, "Smooth moves, man."
I know. Riding our way. And then I remember when I got home, he was like, "Yeah, that was such a good day. Like, I'm sorry I was kind of awkward, you know. But I promise, like next time, like I'm gonna kiss you and I'm gonna be more flirty and all that." I'm like, okay. Sure? I'm like, I don't know about another date. And so then it took probably like the week after, like we kept texting. I was trying to get back into the vibe of him, but I couldn't. So I just came out right and told him like, I'm sorry, I don't think this is working. I don't think we're right for each other. We talked on the phone. I didn't even text him. Kind of like texting, like rejecting texting is like so rude. So I actually called him. I was nice and called him. And on the phone, he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I totally understand. Like that's totally cool." We get off the phone. No kidding. 1 minute later, he texts me. He's like, "Thanks for wasting my time." And then I was like, "Whoa, dude! I was just trying to." And then he blocked me on Snapchat. Blocked me on Instagram, blocked my phone number, and I was like, I even told him like, oh, we can still be friends, and yeah, he was not feeling that. He was not feeling that at all. That's the tea.
So me and this guy, we've been talking, right? And so most of the time we just like go spontaneously do something. So it's like kind of chill when we do that. But then today, like that day, he specifically was like, oh yeah, like let's go do something, I'll pick you up at this time. So I assume he has like a plan or something to do. Like, oh, we're gonna do something fun. He's like, and then he gets there and we walk out and I'm like, oh, so what are we doing? And he's like, oh, well, I was thinking we could go to an amusement park. And I immediately go, oh my God, how exciting. I'm like, I was like, that would be so fun. That would be so cute. It was like nighttime too. So I was like, aw, that's cute. But no, he was like, oh, what time? He didn't even have a certain like park like in mind. He didn't like buy tickets yet. I mean, it's cool if you don't buy tickets because you buy them there. But like he didn't. It just wasn't right. And so we were sitting in his car in the parking lot for a good like 5 minutes. And I was like, oh, we could go do this. Or you want to just go get food, And he's like, oh, we should go do, what is that thing called? Escape rooms. We should go to escape rooms.
Those are so much fun. I love those.
Okay, so I was like, oh, that'll be cute. So we go there to the place. And I guess you have to make a reservation and everything ahead of time. Yeah. We didn't know that. And so we get there, and it's even closed too. I think it was closed. But luckily there was like a pho place nearby. So I was like, oh, you want to just go get food there? And he was like, okay, yeah, sure. So I was like, okay, there's still some way to salvage this night. This night won't be a waste. I'm like, we got this. And so we go eat. It's great. We get food. I think he pays. Yeah, he pays. So I was like,
that's what you're supposed to do.
So then we go and we leave the restaurant. And at this point, I'm in a good mood. I'm like, oh, this night has been salvaged. Thank the Lord. I was like, thank you. He's a good one still. He's a good one. But then he's like, oh, this is when it all takes drastic turn. I said, so we ended up, he's like, oh, you want to go to Santa Monica Beach? And I was like, sure, why not? And then so we go to 7-Eleven, we grab like some drinks or something. We get there, we find a spot, and then he's like, he pulls out this joint. And to remind you, he told me before, he's like, yeah, we could like go smoke. And I was like, okay, sure. Cool. And so we get there, he pulls it out, and he starts smoking. Oh, so basically, I guess what it is that because he's used to using dab pens instead of regular blunts and everything, he's like, oh, this is a different type of high for me. I'm not used to this, da-da-da-da. And so he goes beyond belief. Like, when I tell you, this boy smoked half the joint, and he was gone. Completely. I was
gone. Like, dead ass. Like,
literally,
gone.
Basically what ended up happening was, he literally had to like take a nap on the beach and just lay there. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Like, chill out because you're driving and I'm not driving your nice car. So basically, I just like, okay, you're gonna like sleep for maybe at the most 30 minutes. You know, nothing like drastic, like say 3 hours. I was sitting at the beach for a good hour, and then like after about 30 minutes, I call her up and be like, I don't know what to do, like, he can't walk, he, like, couldn't, like, get up and move, and I was like, oh, God. So, basically, after a while, I, like, because I was getting cold, it was cold, so at that point, I, like, got him up, and we walked back to the car, and he's like, I can't drive, I need to, like, sleep it off, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Maybe another, and by the way, I didn't have any internet or nothing. I had zilch. So I was just sitting there being like, well, dang, what do I do?
She couldn't even call an Uber.
Yeah, I couldn't call an Uber because none of my thing was working. It was sometimes like like you have no service or anything at a beach. So I was just sitting there, but luckily Santa Monica Pier, so I just went up to like the, what is it called, Bubba Gump Shrimp or whatever, and I sit there right by the door where there's service. And I call her and I'm like, Keysho, I don't know what to do.
I was freaked out, dude.
Yeah.
I thought he
This
like
was,
done something
that's
to
the
her.
second time I called her. I was just like, I don't know, like, should I call? Like, I can't. Also, I couldn't leave him at that point. I had service. I would be able to call Uber, but I just couldn't leave him there because I was worried.
Exactly.
Like, and also, I was just like, I don't know what to do. I've never been in a situation like this, so I was just like, okay. So I just go wait in the car again. And I just like play some games that I had on my phone that didn't require like service, and I just sat there for like 3 hours. 3 hours.
3 hours.
I think we got there maybe.
Wait, let's say that one more time. 3 hours.
That doesn't even include the beach, I don't think. So I was just in the car sitting there while he was like knocked out. He was snoring at some point, and I was just like, at that point I was really considering breaking up with him because I was like, you're really gonna put me in a situation when you knew that you would be really messed up, and if you know you're gonna get messed up from something, don't go and do the most. Like
he went to the extreme. If you're not used to trying something, do you really think it's smart to try it with only one person there?
Yeah.
On a beach.
Yeah.
In a car.
I was like, dang, I don't have any of his friends' numbers. I can't call them to like come get him so I can go home and go sleep. Like by the time I got home, it was like 12 o'clock or something. And so he woke up maybe like 11:30 something. So he gets up.
Finally.
He gets up and we finally are able to like drive home. Like, are you sure you're good? And he's like, yeah. So we drive home. I just sit there in silence because I'm just like heck upset. And then he tries to go hug me as I'm getting out of the car, and I just sit. Literally, this is him. Okay, be me. And like I'm getting out of the car. He goes bye, and I'm like, I'm
mad at you.
I'm like literally just like, yeah. I get out the car. I leave. I'm heading up to my room, and then he literally calls. He's like, like, no, I'm mad at you. You left me in the car for 3 hours. Didn't even have a plan ready for what we were gonna do that day.
Tell us this.
Are you mad at me?
I left you in the car for 3 hours while I was knocked the hell out. But are you mad at me?
I'm sorry, but if I was gonna invite you on a date, I would have something like an idea at least.
Just a little.
I would have like something prepared. Like I would know there's times when they're like open and like where to go eat and like maybe not have a joint in my car. Like
just a thought.
just a thought that crossed my mind. To finish it off, I basically tell him, I'm like, I was like, I don't know what to say, so I basically was like, a little, but I'm more disappointed in you. Because I thought that would be a better word than mad. Because mad is like something I can blow off really easy, but disappointed? Ooh. That's like when your mom says, no, I'm just disappointed in you. Ooh, that stings.
Really hurt my heart.
So I was like,
I'm sorry, mommy.
So I was like, let me use that word, disappointed, because then he'll really feel it. What did he say? He was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And I was just like, I
want to hear your
yeah, I was just
stories.
like, yeah, well, I'm going to bed. I'm really tired. Bye. And I just like, and then I don't even remember. I guess he like apologized somehow, and then he took me to the escape room finally. Eventually. That was a cute date though. It was cute. We didn't do well, but
I'm not surprised. Okay, guys, so that's the end of our story time of our worst date ever. Please comment down below like what your worst date ever was, because I'm sure there are worse ones than ours. Because honestly, mine is not that bad compared to hers. I'm sure there are way worse ones.
Oh my god, there's probably like what? Oh my god, I don't even want to think. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you guys that you went through that, guys and girls. You guys went through that. I'm so bottom of my heart,
deep down in my heart.
Anyways, baby K's, we love you.
We love you. Make sure you follow our Instagram accounts. They are in the link in the description below. And please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and become one of our baby K's. And like the video and comment and
click that notification.
Share.
Click that notification bell.
Oh yes.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Yes. Do that. What she just did right there. And yeah. Goodbye. I love you.